Hey guys, today we're gonna play Time Crisis 4 on the PlayStation 3 using the Guncon 3. Get him, Misha. Aim down the sights and get him. So this is the Guncon 3. Unfortunately, there's only two games. There's only two games made for this gun. That'd be Time Crisis 4, which we're about to play, and Time Crisis Racing Storm, which I made a video about, and you can check out on my channel. And it's got a joystick here, and it clicks down as well. It's got two buttons on the back. It's got two buttons on the front, and it's got two buttons here, one there and one right there, and of course a trigger. And here's the other button on this joystick. So it's got two joysticks. So as you can see, it has the iron sights right here, and it's very accurate as long as you don't move around the room. You gotta stay where you calibrated it. It also has a long wire. It's like a 10-foot wire. There's two sensors that you have to put on top of your TV. Those also plug into your PlayStation 3. Let's see if I can show you them quick. So these are the sensors, and you kind of put off like a purple type of light, and they go on pretty cool. Like they're just like they're rubber material, so it's not going to hurt your TV, and a weight. And it's easy, really easy just to put on. If you want to play with two light guns and the light gun sensor, it's going to take up 3 USB ports. You can get a hub, or you can plug it into any USB source and it'll still work. The light gun sensor bar, those sensors don't have to be plugged into the PlayStation 3. So these buttons on the back in the arcade mode, you can use them to duck by holding them down. Or these buttons on the front here, you can hold those down while you're holding the gun like this, and that'll make you duck and reload. So you can play this with the controller or the Guncon 3. So I'm pointing at the screen, and as you can tell, there's no cursor. I have to use the sights on the gun in order to aim. Right now I'm reloading. I'm holding down this button here on the back of the gun with my thumb. It takes me in and out of loading. I'm invincible when I'm reloading, when I'm ducking, but the time is running out. When you run out of time, you start running out of lives. So the Guncon 3 works with every TV size 13 to 50 inches. It could probably work with TVs even bigger than that, but the bigger your TV is, the further you have to stand away, so you kind of get diminishing returns on that. It also doesn't have any sort of force feedback vibration when you pull the trigger, unfortunately. Alright, now we're going to play 2-player mode. This is the way all the arcade machines are. If you go to the arcade, except instead of sharing a TV, there'll be 2 TVs right next to each other. Most of the time, it's 2 like 50-inch TVs right next to each other. So it's 2 really big screens, and you have foot pedals to duck. And the guns kick back. They have a slide that, in the arcade anyways, they have a slide that kicks back like a real gun when you shoot, giving good recoil, force feedback action, making it feel realistic. We have different views because we're different characters. Sometimes you'll see each other. This is a good co-op game, and that's 2-player mode with 2 Guncons. Okay, so this is the story mode now. This is not in the arcade. So this joystick is forward, back, left, and right, and this joystick looks up, down, spin left, and spin right. But as you can see, there's no cursor on the screen. That's what I use these iron sights for on the top of the gun. Have to aim. So instead of the cursor always being exactly in the middle of the screen, I can shoot way over way over here in the corner. This is a really unique way of play. It's very different than most first-person shooters. There's a jump. Zoom in by clicking the right joystick. The left joystick, clicking that down makes me duck. And of course, pulling the trigger makes me shoot. B1 changes my guns. So I can shoot way down here in the corners of the screen. Which you can't really do that with a normal first-person shooter. And it adds to the realism and the... It adds to the realism and the immersion. Actually having to aim a real gun and hold a real gun. Well, it's not real, but it's shaped like a real gun. It looks like you can make a cursor go on the screen if you wanted to. You can see where you're always aiming without using the sights. The way it plays is very unique and fun and different. And that's why it's a cool game. Now we can check out the extra games. I got some mini games and I got crisis missions. These are more like the arcade. I can show you one of those quick. Start. Day 2. Day 1. Let's see what this is. We've got to defeat 25 enemies in a certain amount of time. One gun! Those guys couldn't hit me, but those rockets can. What did I get? 22 out of 25. So I didn't pass. Those are kind of like a bunch of little mini missions that they give you. Mini games. So people can play, one person can play it, 2 people can play at the same time, or you can play 2-player alternating. Let's check out 2 players simultaneously. And there's 18 different types of mini games. They're all just basically shooting your color of target. So let's try game 3. Red gun's supposed to shoot the red ones, blue gun's supposed to shoot the blue ones. We can both shoot the white ones, but don't shoot the other ones. And we're trying to shoot 22 targets. So I'm going to go for red and white. Check out my other video on Time Crisis Raising Storm. And stay tuned for future videos. I plan on doing a video about a Kinect one for the Xbox 360 called Blackwater. We have no gun, but it's a duck and cover shooter, rail shooter game. Alright guys, bye.